Hi guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back to our channel once again. So today we've got a major update regarding Far Cry 6's first major DLC expansion, which features the iconic series antagonist Vaas, and it has got finally a release date in the horizon. Well, we all know that Far Cry 6 was a huge game out of the gate, offering a sprawling map full of objectives for players to tackle, and while some of them have already criticized of it being a typical Far Cry game, without pushing the envelope, there are still plenty of people out there who were hoping for exactly that. Now fans have more to look forward to as Far Cry 6's Vaas DLC finally has a release date. So this is Fenris Wolf on behalf of Gamer Overlord, and I do request you all to please watch this video till the end. I will be providing the release date details and the expectations related to the Far Cry 6's Vaas DLC in this video. So do hit the like as well as the subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell icon for more regular news updates, leak expansions, reviews, and all other new series that we would be bringing relating to your favorite AAA games. So making myself and everything else clear, let's get started. Now the announcement of the release date has come from Micheal Mando, the actor behind Vaas himself, and Mando had tweeted about the upcoming DLC earlier today, revealing that it will be available worldwide beginning on the November 16th. The Vaas DLC will be just one of the 3 content packs that add previous series' antagonists as playable characters. The other 2 will feature Joseph Seed and Pagan from the Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 4 respectively. Now Mando had always been teasing about this news in the past as well, but he did make a confirmation tweet yesterday with regarding to the Vaas DLC, alluding that the new information would be dropping, probably today. Now it's a fitting time for Vaas to re-emerge into the scene too, as Far Cry 3 was released on November 29th, 2012. While it isn't exactly a birthday celebration, it's at least the same time frame that the character made his debut nearly a decade ago. For many, that's a cause enough to want to step into Vaas' shoes for a DLC, while there are still some pretty big question marks about the scope of the Vaas DLC and the other DLC packs. What fans have seen in trailers indicate that the experience will be a lot more, psychopathic than it was with the Far Cry 6's base game, exploring the mind of each character. That's not unusual for the franchise, and with how closely each entry in the franchise is tied to its villain, it may prove to be an interesting shift in the perspective for the fans. Previous entries in the franchise have offered similarly bold DLC packs, such as Far Cry 3's Blood Dragon, which is perhaps the most fondly remembered, but Far Cry 5 also offered DLC that differed radically from the content of the core game, taking players to Vietnam, a zombie wasteland, and also to Mars. While Vaas is fondly remembered due to the excellent performance of Micheal Mando, the reality is that the character was heavily underused in the main story, and following the iconic Insanity sequence, players only have a few more encounters with the character as his sister Citra sends Jason to kill him. Happening at around the midway point of the game, Vaas' death leads to Jason moving on to the true main villain in the story, that is Hoyt Walker. While Vaas is far more charismatic, he is not seen after this point, though this does not necessarily mean that he is dead. However, when this kill happens inside the hallucination in one of the sequences in Far Cry 3, it leaves players unclear on whether it actually happened or not. Further, once Jason has killed Vaas and drops down beside him from exhaustion, the villain seemingly comes back to life for one last scare. Looking up at Jason, the hallucination comes to an end with the killer staring into the survivor's eyes. Gamers never see a body either, with Jason instead waking up in Citra's temple and planning to kill Hoyt Walker. Given that Citra is Vaas' sister, it is not impossible to believe that she had let him go, even if she did seem hellbent on her cause. In turn, while Vaas is likely dead, the open-ended way in which he was killed and the lack of evidence after the fight has been seen by fans as a debate for years. While it's possible that Vaas could be alive, though fans should not get their hope up regarding such a scenario. Not only have the theories regarding Diego proved false, but the trailer for the DLC shows a similar trippy style of Vaas' fight with Jason. The same style extends throughout the footage of Joseph and Pagan packs, meaning that it is unlikely for any of these stories to continue the villains' narratives. Instead, these will likely be examples of what could have been, with the antagonists living out a fantasy where they were victorious as they take their final breaths. While this may require Ubisoft to make the deaths of Pagan and Joseph canon, it would fit with the idea that Vaas is truly dead in the series. After all, if Vaas did survive his fight with Jason, he likely would not be reliving moments like the insanity sequence where the protagonist takes his place. So therefore, the next few days until the Vaas DLC releases should give fans time to clean up the Far Cry 6's main story missions if they haven't managed to do so already. It does seem that the DLC is as far removed from the main game as possible, though, so finishing it might not be so much necessary. So that's basically it from the video, guys. We wanted to present a view on the Vaas DLC with respect to how fans thought the game is going to be. Especially, it's going to be different from Far Cry 6's main storyline, of course, because we are revisiting them in this DLC, and therefore it would be very intriguing to play this DLC once it drops on November 16th. So do follow our Discord server for short updates that we won't be coming in our videos. Also do follow our Instagram and Twitter handles for more regular news and updates. We will be coming up with our next update very soon.